Hello, everybody. Warm back again, and we just went through some pretty crazy situations. Let me do a quick recap for myself since it's been a couple days since I last played. We went through our Somnium again, the Somnium of Ms. Iris. And we discovered a very strange scene that I do not know how to interpret. It was a scene of a blue figure on top of a person who had the body of a woman in a yellow I'm not sure if it was. I don't think it was a dress, but a yellow outfit, and the head of So Sagema, and this blue figure on top of this So Sagema woman was kissing So Sagema, the head. And so no idea what that means. Of course, we got a little pewter reminded us the fact that, we're dealing with dream logic here. So memories and memories can be mixed together, and imagination, and so it's difficult to say what precisely that meant. And at the moment, I don't have any. I certainly don't have any particular idea of what that scene meant. Certainly, Iris seems to know about So Sagema, but then again, he is a congressperson. So maybe. So. The thing is, I don't know what that scene meant in relation to Iris, and I don't know what that scene means in relation to the rest of the game. We already know So Sagem was directly involved in a lot of this stuff. It's just I don't know, and we don't know the time frame of what that was meant to indicate. So, because he still looked older, but then again, I'm sure he has the same model. I'm sure he would have the same model if it was if there's a flashback and it's 6 years ago. So difficult to say. I'm just gonna not talk about that anymore because I don't know what it means. Then we had a similar situation that occurred in the other route where our boy Date got knocked out by Ota, and they escaped, Ota and Iris. However, this time around, rather than being hit with a taser, Ota hit us with a walk. And thus, because we were not electrocuted, Iba was able to stay activated, and she was able to see what unfolded after Ota assaulted us. And it was a very strange scene again, and I also am not sure how to interpret it. At the time, my first impressions are that it seems that Iris was able to, I don't know, mind control, hypnosis, Jedi mind trick Ota's mom, Mayumi. That was my first impression. And I think I'm still leaning towards somewhere that way. I was trying to think what other explanations could there be for what followed. Mayumi's reaction was she was yelling at Iris, but then she went silent. Iris approached her. Iris raised her hand. Mayumi was utterly silent, even though Ota came back, and then she remained silent as Ota and Iris left, and then Mayumi slowly walked towards them saying Ota's name in a kind of low voice. And so, like, if you want to think it's not something crazy like I said, maybe Iris told Mayumi something, revealed something to her, and that made her do that. But it seemed kind of odd, especially considering Iris just kind of played it off as nothing. And the part of the reason I also think she did something to Mayumi and made them follow them is that from what we played in the third route, like, I can imagine if we played this route first, we would be wondering if there was a culprit at all, because we'd probably think it was just Ota and Iris doing the whole thing. But because we have this route and the other route to look at, I think we could say pretty sure that there were definitely 3 people at the fishery. So it was Iris, Ota, and a third person. And we know that Ota was stabbed with a kitchen knife. So that was probably Mayumi. And so the question is, I don't think there's anything Iris could have revealed to Mayumi that would cause her to want to do. Like, of course she thought Iris was a bad influence, but to kill her in such a manner, and then to stab Ota, and in the other route to cut him in half too, there's no way. It does not make any sense. So if that is Mayumi there, she had to been influenced or controlled in some way that I do not understand. That's my guess. And if that is the case, part of why I was kind of so flabbergasted last session was that if such a power exists, like on the spot, I don't know, hypnosis or mind control or something, that changes like everything, because now we have to question everything. Like, is Iris the only one with this ability? Do others have it? Like, what if Boss killing Sosejima in the last route, what if that was while she was under the influence of something? You know, all these past incidents, like, if you can influence someone to kill someone else, you know, that's insane. And so now I'm just, you know, last time the last route seemed to implicate Boss as the big bad. Now I'm wondering, like, is Iris the big bad? Because what if last time what we saw was some kind of Thanatos gambit, where Iris was acting out some sort of huge, complicated revenge scheme, and as part of her revenge scheme, she planned for herself to die, but she somehow left instructions or was able to influence people even after her death. Like, you know, there I don't know if that's anywhere near the mark. It's probably not, but I have to consider things like that now if such abilities exist. Of course, I don't know if they do. This is all just speculation at the moment. And interestingly enough, Iris and Ota are still alive in this route, so we're going to have to talk to them. We're going to have to get their stories. I'll be very interested to hear what Iris has to say. So let's get to that. Let's see what we can find out.
Still nothing.
Let me make sure. Yes, I seem to be recording right.
We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras.
What does that mean?
They probably got away through the back alley.
Okay.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
Okay. Okay, so I would be worried that comment that Iba just made, raised a kind of terrifying idea popped into my head just now. Depending on how under the influence Mayumi was, again, considering that it was Mayumi under there, if she was under someone's thrall, and Aiba just said, what if the bear suit had enough weight in it? What if she jumped into the sea or something? That'd be pretty terrifying. I think we should probably see if Mayumi's still around. If Mayumi's missing, that's gonna be big. Okay. I see. About the fishery.
You should ask Aiba about that.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know.
Okay, we got this information last time too.
Renju's father created the company.
But Renju has no stake in it.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
Oh, someone... This'll probably... if anyone's made it this far in this playthrough, someone just told me... this voice actress, I don't know her name, but I was wondering, like very early on, if this is the same person that is the voice actress for 2B, and apparently not. It's actually the same voice actress as the person who plays Kyoko from Danganronpa, and as soon as I read that, I was like, it makes sense. I think it was just the way she's speaking a bit robotically that reminded me of 2B, but I feel kind of silly because I'd heard her voice not too long ago, and yeah, so I thought that was funny.
Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
If Iris is the criminal, then maybe not.
Unknown.
I want to hear from a representative, please.
They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. She's part of the Okiura family too. Oh, speaking of. Hey boss, did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that?
We never did ask that in the other route.
Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you. After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
That seems likely. Has CSI found anything at the warehouse?
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Aiba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful clues.
So, I guess.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
It's weird to me no one wants to comment on this obvious incongruity here.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
Oh, interesting. I didn't expect that. I guess we could
They
go
were
meet
taken
him.
to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening.
Well, that's good news.
Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed. Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
Have you contacted Hitomi and Mayumi?
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out.
Okay, so if she's the one in the polar bear costume, she did get away.
I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to
Yeah.
chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
There's a lot to do.
Alright, boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Iva.
Roger that.
There is a lot to consider. Okay. Oh boy. Actually, before I do that, please give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, where do we want to go to first? Last time on the other route, it just seemed you could go anywhere you wanted. Let's do the store. Let's gather evidence first. Let's go to the storehouse, or excuse me, storage warehouse again. See what we can dig up. I wonder if Pewter's gonna come see us again.
Two cars.
Yes.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
4317.
One van and one station wagon.
And they belong to who? To whom?
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family.
Okay.
It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Yes.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gearshift.
Okay.
Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone.
His new cell phone.
The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
Good to know. And now this one.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen.
Stolen.
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
Oh, is that... I don't know locations.
The Misto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident.
Really?
Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
I'm not sure I
cannot
follow.
find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse.
I'm not sure I follow that, really.
Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
Okay, I have to go through that again. And I'm not a very good note taker, so how long was Date unconscious for? I need to go back and check that. So man, because this has become a lot more complicated than I realized. So Oda and Iris left in the van. Then did they go directly here? At some point, Oda left Iris. And he eventually stole a car from a parking lot and drove back here. I'm sure some of that's wrong. I'm just trying to get a timeline in my head.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
You guys never seem to.
There's some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Wow. It's incredible. Hey, Kagami. Hey, what's your name?
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. It's coming back to me. It has something to do with glass?
Where are you getting this from? I have a pretty unique name.
Yeah, but what is it, though?
Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like, I don't know, 6 letters long.
You remember all that, but not my name?
Yeah, but what is it for real, though?
You still don't know.
No, not yet, but I've almost got it. 3 syllables, 6 letters. Kodaka. Right?
Not even close. Do you want me to just tell you?
No, give me a hint.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with ka, 3 syllables, 6 letters.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
Is it... Kanaiza?
Yeah, Sure, man. That's my name.
Nah, come on, you're joking. What's your real name? His name is Kanisa. My friend Kanisa. Do you have any family, Kanisa?
No, unfortunately, I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame.
Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Really? Nothing at all?
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Yeah, thinking the same thing.
You guys are on the same wavelength, huh?
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
Maybe Iris or whoever took them here precisely because it was
The
not in
tires of the
use.
forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
I guess maybe this means that forklift B was used recently while forklift A wasn't.
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
I don't know this reference.
What part of her looks like a metal tube? "3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here."
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late. That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
Really? But we saw Oda pull the
I
lever, didn't we? Doesn't he wear... Yeah, fingerless gloves. He should have fingerprints on there.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
How do you know that? I mean, it's not like they left a receipt here, right? How do you know these are specifically from pawn shops and thrift stores? Are they just like old used versions or what? Because surely if you could find out where they were bought from, that could be something, right? Or maybe not, I don't know.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd., is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Is that everything?
It's dark over there.
Is it of concern?
Yeah, but without some light, I can't see.
I am perfect for times like this.
We don't use these modes as much. Well, I still don't know how far in the game we're in.
Huh, there's something there.
You should go pick it up.
A square object.
I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki. But eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit.
Odoroki. And apparently, the only people with connections to it thus far are Date and Mizuki, so I'm not sure what that tells us.
We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
Okay. Oh wow, no pewter, huh? No pewter. Interesting. Now, is there an explanation for why pewter doesn't tell us in this? Well, I guess it could be Iris and Oda actually dying that pushes pushes pewter to actually tell us. Maybe that's it. Let's check on Mizuki first, because she's been kind of out of the loop for quite a while now.
Hey, Mizuki, could you take a break?
Oh my goodness.
I want to ask you something.
She goes hard. Hey, that's what I've wanted. Something like that. Now I can see. Yeah, no bathroom or anything. Computer, though. You're mad, aren't you? Mizuki, this is critical information we need here.
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang. The Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me. You understand, right?
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you. This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
I'm attractive.
Uh-huh, keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
My girlfriend is a ninja. No, she's just hiding in the shadows.
Wait. 4 years? 4 years? Is that just because she's only known him for 4 years? Okay, I think that tracks.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
Everything.
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
I like big boobs too.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, Aiba. You need to respect it. Respect your partner's preferences and proclivities. You keep them somewhere else. Where? Where else?
Hey, could you stop hanging your clothes next to mine?
Why?
Your old people smell is going to get all over them.
I mean, I do like older women.
Date, I don't think that is what she's talking about.
But she can. Apparently.
Hey, Mizuki, could you get rid of the Cleone in there?
Aw, do I have to?
Yes. If it were just 1 or 2, I'd let it slide, but there's 100 in there.
It's not my fault they started breeding.
I don't know what a Cleone is. Oh, you've been sleeping on the couch, huh?
4 years ago, Mizuki used to hide in them to scare you, didn't she?
Yeah, and I would scold her every time.
She hasn't done such childish things lately.
Good news for me.
You think so? I imagine that a part of you actually misses it.
I'm going to catch a cold over here. Oh, I put the notice from your credit card company in there.
Well, good to know.
You watch weird videos when I'm not around, don't you?
Weird videos.
Something about cuckoldry?
Oof.
No. Those are husbandry videos.
Oh, Date, say it isn't so.
You know, like animal husbandry, raising livestock. Anyway, don't touch my computer without permission.
Well, that's a bit too much information right there. About Ota and Iris.
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night. Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
See fingerprints.
Ota's out of intensive care. Iris is still... But I know she'll be okay. Iris's surgery will definitely be a success.
You stay positive, even if there's no reason to be. It's one of your good qualities, Date.
What?
I believe it. Iris is going to be just fine.
Obviously, omitting the part where Ota assaulted us.
Okiura Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. They aren't family.
So, that's pretty much all we know already.
I never met him. He died before I was born. But Daddy did tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm. She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
On the ocean?
Yup. And then, Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then, Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okiura Fishery.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
That can't be true. But there's a part of me that's thinking, maybe. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman. I'd believe her grandpa was an incredible man. Is this grandpa... I guess it's, yeah, Renju's dad. Yeah, has to be.
Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
I have to continue the investigation, so...
Wait, you're leaving me again? I'm coming with you.
No,
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
Okay, what is this? Like, how strong, how special I was? What is this? I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, hey, she's wearing something different.
Who did this to you?
Some kids at school, 5 or 6 of them, they said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me, and I got mad, and I told them to go away, and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
Why the shrine?
Oh, okay, so not crazy supernatural anything, just martial arts.
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger.
Considering the fact that Date was able to just, destroy an entire Yakuza den, I guess there is something to this here.
Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
Oh man, we're definitely at
Hey,
a
Date, what's that?
whole place.
It's a chozuya. This is where you wash your belly button in the sacred water before you visit the shrine.
Belly button?
Yes, absolutely. In Shinto, the belly button is said to be the dirtiest place. That is why, before praying, you have to cleanse yourself.
I'm doubting you, but I definitely don't have enough knowledge of Japan to
I
countermand
see.
you
My belly is
or
holy.
counter anything you say.
I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
Date, I wish you wouldn't lie
Okay.
to her while she's
It's a
impressionable.
lie, I knew it.
Your story about the belly button, she trusts you, you know.
She'll catch on eventually.
Yes. That makes a lot more sense.
What does it say?
When riding an elevator, mashing the door close button doesn't actually do anything. That's what it says.
That's wisdom right there.
You're lying.
Interns. Guardian dog. And at this Shinto shrine, they just let you come up here and train, huh? Oh,
Mizuki,
didn't
do
mean
you
to-
know how to win any fight against
Okay,
any
we're just doing
opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That is a respectable answer. But no, the way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
I kinda get it, but
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
yeah, okay, I get it, but seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
Not Date, Master.
Come on, Mizuki, you gotta get into it.
In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club.
Of course, as you do.
Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Yeah, I see. Actually, no. That's stupid. What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Hark. The blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question. Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Just a punching bag. Huh.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
This sounds like a scam.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
And how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Huh? How?
Well, let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward. Huh?
Oh. So she is just a Super Saiyan or something, huh?
How is that?
How did the kids who attacked you survive? That's my question.
You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything.
There we go.
There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must.
Huh. So
Yeah, you're right.
here's the thing about this game is that sometimes, you know, it veers into a wacky direction, and that's fine every now and again. It's just sometimes I don't know how seriously to take some things. So does Mizuki being a Super Saiyan, I mean, I guess it has to be important or mean something, right? And if it does mean something, what does it... I mean, we're in like a cyberpunk world, right? So, I don't know what the boundaries are. I don't know I don't know what's allowed and what's not.
In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Lila.
Where to?
Okay. We just have to expect that at some point her strength is going to be relevant for something. Is Mayumi at the hospital or no? Let's go see if she's here. Hey, Mayumi.
Who might you be?
It's me, Kaname Date. We met yesterday. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you?
Yeah, where's your knife? mop. Was that there before? Okay. This was that picture that was there. Packing? What, is she packing something? Oh, for Ota. For Ota. She was getting stuff for him. About last night, what do you remember?
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Yeah, you were absolutely not sleeping.
Ota.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Oh, and what'd you dream about?
Dreaming.
Yes, a very nostalgic dream. It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me. And he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest. That's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Couldn't help what? About that photo there. May I see it?
Oh, this?
Maybe he spoke, she turned the photo toward
This is
me.
a family photo from when Ota was still small.
What am I looking at here? I can't make out this face.
I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling.
Is this
They were so kind.
is this face weird? It looks weird to me.
I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
It looks weird. This guy's face, I don't understand it.
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Where's his eyes? I don't. Where is your husband?
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita
Okay.
Takaro.
It's because it was a different style altogether, so that's why I did not comprehend what I was looking at.
He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
What? What is going on here?
Well, I think it's been very clear since pretty much the beginning, Date, that she has memory issues.
Packing? What are you talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
Date, I noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
Sure. Well, that's blatant. What does that mean?
Part of her brain is blue,
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
6 years, huh?
dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss.
Well, that's very sad. Dementia is terrible.
She seems to be missing memories.
I see. So that's where those weird comments were coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming. And then, naturally,
Does Mayumi not notice that the store's closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Well, is that all?
No.
I'll have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
No, 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 wait. No. I didn't mean
Dante,
to...
let's go. It's better that you leave things.
You're right.
No, I didn't... There's a question still. Oh, come on. Is there not a way to... Is there a way... What does this mean? Can I do this, please? I missed a conversation thing.
You left a...
Okay. Do you know about this chocolate?
Do you know anything about this chocolate?
Oh, you like Odoroki Man?
Yes, actually. I was hooked on them at one point.
My Ota loves them too. When he was younger, he used to collect all the stickers. He was the best at it.
Okay. It wasn't a lot, but now we know... But before it was just Date and Mizuki that had a connection. Now we know Oda does too. Okay.
Pack?
Do you s-
Okay. I just didn't want to miss anything. Let's save Sejima for last. Alright, this will be pretty big.
Are you okay?
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
You know, I just thought of something strange. One second. Remember that first Somnium ever that I was not sure if it was ours, and then I thought it was Mizuki's, then I thought it was Iris's, and then I thought it was ours again? The very first one, the tutorial Somnium. Isn't that weird now if it's Date's, because it can't be things we haven't seen, right? And I mean, that was the scene where it was Rohan, like it was 89 Somnium. Why was Date seeing 89 Somnium?
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better. Peekaboo.
Pardon?
When Iris was little, we used to play hide and seek. Seeing that curtain made me think about it.
Where were you last night?
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it. But I'm thankful she's alive. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me.
Was it number 89?
Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Who's this?
While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
I don't know Japanese names well enough. Is that a woman or a man?
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
Manaka Iwai. I'm thinking not 89. One of the only friends I've ever had.
I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead.
Yeah, but that's great and all. We're totally gonna arrest him for assaulting a police officer, though.
I really don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you. Oda was actually one of my students.
Another connection.
I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man. He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
Do you know anything about Iris and Sejima?
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
So we don't get to talk to Oda or Iris, huh? That's a shame.
How did you get in?
I walked in. And considering it's Date, he probably beat up everyone on the way in. Hey bud, are you about to get chopped up and put in a vase?
Hopped over the fence.
That's trespassing, you know.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
Quite the spacious
Well,
place.
that is strange. Why is Reika from the cabaret club over there?
That's a lantern. Doesn't look anything like her. Look, Aiba. A giant salamander.
Mr. Sejima is a wealthy man. Perhaps it is his pet.
Really?
Huh. Hey bud.
I don't know anything. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you. I'm sworn to confidentiality.
Do you know Iris?
No?
It's this girl.
Show him a picture of Iris I had.
Cute?
What was that?
Nothing.
You just said cute, didn't you?
I did not. You did not.
Did?
I said shoot.
Why would you say shoot?
Look, I said I don't know her, all right?
To say his alibi.
Congressman Sejima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom, resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
Aiba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several, but for some reason, they are all powered off. There is no image data for the past few days.
That's interesting.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
Where were you at 3 a.m. this morning?
Here, sleeping, of course. Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing to do.
That's your connection to the Kumakuras.
I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Hey, Aiba, you were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
We can? Okay. Do you know Iris Sagan?
I don't. Who is that?
This girl, do you recall seeing her?
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sejima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay, I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
Check his body. He has a gun.
This guy has a handgun.
It is, of course, real and loaded.
Yeah, but after all that stuff in the
So you're carrying, huh?
in the Yakuza office, are we really afraid of a handgun and one guy?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
I have one more question. Are you gonna get tortured and murdered tonight?
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
Hey, if my boss comes to visit you, you should probably run. Just immediately run away.
This is why I hate politicians.
Well, I guess that's that, huh? I guess we're gonna wrap up now. We were able to explore a lot of stuff.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far.
Okay.
Boxing gloves.
A boxer puts his boxing gloves in the glove box.
Okay.
Mirror, mirror in the car. Who is the most handsome policeman by far? Why, that is Mr. Date, of course.
Date, this is starting to concern me. You really should get some sleep.
These are tasty when they're golden brown.
I believe you're referring to hash browns.
Let me just write down a few things real quick. Tomi taught Ota. Oopsie daisy, that is not the correct thing to do. No, don't click that, please. Oda stole a car. It was around 10 something, right? 10. Okay. We got all the stuff about Mayumi. I'm exhausted, Aiba. I really am.
Likely because you haven't had a good night's sleep.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been this busy.
If my body were made of flesh, I would offer my lap as a pillow.
What? You can't say something like that out of the blue. Now it's awkward.
About Mizuki.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery.
Yeah.
Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
But we did learn that Mizuki is a superhuman.
Still, something's not right.
The only thing I can think of is that it's someone who knew that that particular warehouse wasn't being used or something.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
She might not remember.
correct.
Interesting. So maybe Iris doesn't have any mind control powers. Maybe it's just dementia.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it.
Considering he seems to be the next target, I would say so.
The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yeah.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards.
Really?
I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sejima hires substantial security.
How was Boss able to get him, then?
If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
Any other information?
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse.
Yes?
Fingerprints were found on it.
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
Okay. There we go.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Yeah, me too.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
Okay. Chocolate. 10:33.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Okay, so 10:33 for that too.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night. And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
And how close are those locations to the fishery? Well...
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Okay. Oda's testimony should help us straighten this out.
How are you feeling, Ota?
Okay. It looks like next time we're probably going to talk to Oda and maybe do a Somnium with him, maybe? So we're going to end it here. Okay. Do you think it branches out again here? That'd be crazy. Yeah. Takero. Oh, here we go. Throwing knives and backflips. He dislikes testosterone, huh? They wear face masks? He's wearing a face mask? Huh. Can't really tell that. Still have a few more question marks, huh? Okay. Well, I think that does it. I'll catch you all next time. Where hopefully I'll be able to straighten out, because now I'm kind of confused on the timeline of things. Hopefully we'll get that straightened out next time. So until then, I hope you're doing well.